Hey guys, what's up? And today on Don Boss's channel, we're going to be looking at the burn team in the Arifureta. So you've got Tio, Naiz, Laus, and Miledi. Those are the main four for the burn team. The fifth spot usually belongs to Freed, but you can see here, it's really hard to collect Freeds. Like, he's still in the green star, so you can replace him with your next best person or whoever fits the situation. But the four you need for the burn team is Naiz, Tio, Laus, and Miledi. Then you can throw in Yui for some extra damage, or Miu for some defense. Aiko is good for debuffing. But in the meantime, you want to be building up Freed as much as you can if you want to run the burn team. So you're going to star him up until you can get him to a reasonable, until he can kind of stand on his own in your team. So let's look at what they do and why we need them for the burn team. Naiz is going to be your tank, and what he does is he deals the damage to 3 random enemies and does fixed damage equal to 12% of their max HP. And this is the big one here though. When he's guarding, you inflict burn on 3 random enemies for 3 turns. It doesn't matter who attacks him, it's just 3 enemies get burned whenever he guards. So it could happen multiple times a turn if he's hit by multiple people. It's a really good ability here. So you want to get his guard as high as you can. You see, I've got him up to 42.4%. And that's through giving him something like, you want to give him Treasure Trove, because that's a 16% guard right there. And then we'll move to the DPS. This is Tio for sure, because if you look at what she does, deals 175% damage to all enemies and inflicts burn. That's her skill. Our basic attack also targets all enemies, but it boosts her crit and crit damage for 20% for 3 turns. So you get 20% turn 1. Turn 2 you have 40%, and then turn 3 you have 60%. And then you can keep that 60% going after turn 3, because turn 4 you'll do it again, but you'll lose 1, so you'll stay at 60 for the rest of the game. So she is a crit character. You want to build her as much crit as you can. She gets attack, defense, and then here's the big one. Damage dealt to burned enemies plus 45%. That is why she's going to be doing so much damage, because everyone is burning, and then she's doing 45% more damage to them. And she hits everyone. When they enter burn, her attack goes up 4%. When they leave burn, she heals 2%, so it can get pretty crazy. Her gear, I don't have anything yet, but you're gonna want to put something like acrobat daggers, or if you can get her special artifact, you'll put that on instead. I think that's the black whip. Laus here, he can tank up front if you really want him to, but it doesn't really matter. He's you can switch him and Miledi around pretty freely. He's gonna deal damage to the enemy with the highest HP, and then inflict fixed damage equal to 10% of his HP. So you're gonna want to build HP, HP, HP. Give him any artifacts that boost HP. Give him the water type magic affinity that boosts HP. And then he also inflicts burn, so that gets TO skill activated. His basic attack targets 3 random enemies and inflicts burn. And look, this isn't a chance to inflict burn. All these characters are guaranteed to inflict burn. HP 30%, that's huge. When he awakens, it's even more. And then when he receives continuous damage, he gains a shield, so this is kind of where he can tank. But I think Miledi will do a better job at tanking. You're going to see her basic skill boosts everyone's attack, has a chance to silence, so there's the change up. She can inflict some much needed silence on this burn team and reduce their attack by 20%. If you hit someone like Yui with that, that's pretty good. And then she heals huge HP. That's why she can tank so much. She hits hard, but she heals herself even more than the damage she's dealt. Pretty high crit chance too. Huge HP, huge attack. Her basic attack targets the front row enemies, so if Yui's up there, she can hit. Chain kill teams like Shizuka. Shizuka's getting hit with that. Damage plus 8% stackable. Just a good character all around. Now the fifth spot is completely up to you, so we're not going to go over any of these guys. Actually, maybe we will, because I want to show you Aiko here. If you put Aiko on here, she actually does 40% more damage to enemies with a burn, so you kind of got a TO situation going on here. She can be huge. Might even actually be better than Yui. We're gonna have to try that out at some point. Look at this. 25% guard, or attack, guard, freeze, resist. And then her basic attack targets all enemies with a 20% chance to inflict freeze, burn, or poison. Burn would be the best, but having that extra chance to freeze or poison is nice as well. So I think Aiko and Yui are the top ones here, unless you need a situation where you need Miu. The rest don't really fit in. Shea can... no. Because you're only really burning, so Shea would only get 100%. I'm pretty sure, unless it counts all the burn stacks. Then Shea would be pretty crazy. But I'll show you why you gotta use Freed. Deals 260%. That's pretty big number. If you can get his attack high, that's gonna hurt. To 3 random enemies and inflict burn, guaranteed for 3 turns, and reduce their healing. That is very good. Basic attack targets back row enemies and inflicts burn for 2 turns and reduces healing. So remember, you've got Miledi hitting the front and silencing. And you've got him freed here, hitting the back and reducing healing. So wherever Yui is in that formation, or whoever their DPS is, they're getting hit by something. Does an extra 60% skill damage. And then when he falls below 50% health, he gets a 20% bonus, and then special points here plus 50, which will let him use his main skill again. And then he's gonna do his Obsidian Inferno. So that's the team you want. You can see even here with this low levels, 1300-ish average, we're sitting around 1865, and Adventures Trial 297. Let's go, let's see how far we can go, and then see what we need to change to get even further. Let's watch this one, see what happens here. See, everyone's burned right there. Naiz didn't guard. He just guarded there. Do you see all those burns pop up? Tio just got more attack because their burns are activating. Look at that. Look at all those attack stacks popping up. Miledi just gave everyone damage up. She's still getting attacked. She's getting heals. Crit damage up. She got all 3 stacks now. When we look at the data, huge damage in comparison here. Naiz is actually doing more than Yui. Okay, awesome. We're actually able to see what's going on here. So the enemy team got Kaori, Miledi, Aiko, Oscar, and Yui. Okay. I think I know what we gotta do to get further. We're going to put Miledi up here to tank. And then let's run the numbers after that. I need her tanking the front to absorb all those basic attacks they get through. Everyone's burned now. Everyone's burned, yep. Huge burn stacks. Uh-oh. Aiko just froze us all. See, that's why Aiko's pretty good. Still tanking, but we're gonna lose this, yep. Okay, we got a bit further. Whoops. No, I lost the data. Sorry, guys. Wait, battle log. Oh, that doesn't help me. Okay. Let's see, I think, we're gonna try switching Yui for Aiko now. Because remember, she gets that 40% bonus here. And they're already all burned before anyone's skills activated, so this team's got really good consistency. That looks like huge damage. My Miladi's dying though, and she's supposed to be the tank, so that's not very good. Wow. Did you see that burn damage? Wow, holy. Look at that burn damage. That was crazy. So there we go. We literally just 1v4'd with burn damage. Let's see how far this can take us. We got Aiko now instead of Yui. Remember, she's only green star. If I can get some shards here, it'll be even stronger. Look at the numbers, check up how they're doing. Huge damage for When Tio and Naiz are doing this much, this is pretty big number because there ain't much health left over to do. You can see Aiko keeps dying back there. She's doing a lot of damage before she dies, though. Yep. Laus, too. Laus is keeping up. So even though everyone was silenced there, they managed to get their burns in anyway. So we're still going. We're just clearing this tower. And remember, we're only around 2 guys at level 1300. Look at the power difference here. Numbers, Tio and Naiz are still doing huge damage. And Aiko is in third again. Because of that bonus is basically just like Tio's bonus. So you could have 2 glass cannons. Might even hit harder than Yui. Well, she does actually, we just ran the numbers. If they're the same stars. Aiko's actually a lower star, so if they were the same star, the difference would be even larger. Then you really see Aiko pulling some big numbers here. We gotta do something about Miledi though. She's not tanking because her level's too low. But Naiz is doing a great job up here, getting hit by basic attacks and guarding. See? 3 guards right there. Guys, we're clearing out floors here. Holy. I was expecting to do more changes. You know, maybe we need Miu here. Try out Shea. But you know what they say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So we gotta keep going until it's broken. Oh man. We're just flying. Oh wow, look at this. So we did huge damage here. But we didn't get through. And it's because of that meld, eh? It's definitely because of that meld. We've got some energy to spare, so let's watch this in slow-mo, see what happens. Oh, frozen. Nice. See, that's Aiko right there. Frozen and burning. That's a crazy combo. Because they can't even move while they're getting burned. I think I know what this team needs, though. Look at that crazy healing. Uh-oh. There goes Tio. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. That was huge burn damage. Holy. Okay, we gotta do something with that healing. So you remember Freed? We're gonna try switch. I don't want to lose Aiko, but we're gonna try switching. And then see if there's anyone we can get kind of up to level here. Laus should be at 1300. Okay, I'll have to use a bag. But you see I have 78 bags here because I'm going to give you a little guide and tip. Don't use your bags below floor like 2500. If you really don't need them for like Maybe like you can use 1 or 2 in this kind of situation. But the lower level you use them, the more they're wasted. Because it's based on your floor level, how much gold you get. Okay, now that we got freed, they're gonna do some... They're gonna heal less. Let's see how this goes. We aren't gonna be able to freeze them, though. Oh, Meld's looking in trouble. He's looking in trouble. Come on, Tio. Come on, Tio. Nice, Tio. Hanging on there with her ability. Gains 2% health every time their burn's over. Look at those burn stacks. That's crazy. Yo, if Shea hits based on all those burn stacks, that's 1000% damage for sure. How many burn stacks is that? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Plus defense lowered 10? Way over 10 debuffs. Yo, we might have to try Shea. Look at that. Look at that, guys. This is why I'm making these guides. We weren't stuck there at all. We ran into Meld and Kauri. We throw in Freed. The burn team is complete. Their healing's reduced, and it's enough to crush this tower. You love to see it, guys. You love to see it. Tail doing huge damage. We're gonna keep Freed on here until we run into an issue. Because that's the strat. You just keep going until you run into an issue. Because if it ain't broken, don't fix it. That was a close one. I should have looked at the data for that, eh? But that was the floor boss. So we actually just... We cleared the last floor boss with this team. And then the next floor boss. That's how good of a switch this was. These guys are hitting way harder than their weight class. You know what I mean? Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how long I was expecting this video to be, but it was based on how far we get in the tower. So this is turning into a long video, guys. But we're learning a lot about the burn team here. Okay, that one was a tough fight. We can see Teal probably got killed off early, but with everyone stacking huge burn stacks and then Naiz's guard, he's tanking and they're burning to death. Huge burn stacks. So all he's got to do is survive and deal out burn damage. And that's exactly what's happening. He just cleared another floor boss. Okay, and when Tio when Tio is alive, huge damage. That was another tough one, but Naiz pulled through, and actually, it looks like Tio did a lot of the work before she died. Oh wow. We just barely didn't pass that one. Let's figure out why. So they're not, this team doesn't heal. So in this kind of situation, we might be able to switch Freed out for Ico again. And then see if that's the power difference we need. That little extra bit of DPS. Extra stuns, you know. Maybe he's still alive, actually. One of their persons do actually heal. It's not as bad as Meld though. So I think Freed is the one we can switch out. And guys, I just want to try this. I want to try what I was talking about. I want to see how hard Shia hits in this team. We're gonna give her some levels too. Oh, we can't get 1100? Come on. Guys, I'm gonna use like one more bag, see if that gets it there. Okay, just enough. Okay, because I think after seeing how many burn stacks there are, she is actually gonna go crazy. Like they've already got like 5 stacks on them. How much was that? $500,000? Or like 580k. Why does it look like we're dying a bit faster than this thing? We're doing worse or better? It's hard to tell. Because now we got this half of their team dead. But we have to kill that Lehman, man. He's so tanky. Oh! Naiz, you were so close. Wait! Yo, he was dead. Yo, their guy was dead. From those birds. Alright. So, well, I didn't look at the numbers, guys. Okay, I'm gonna, based on watching that, I think we need Ico. Shea did hit pretty hard, but I think Ico's still gonna hit even harder. All burned. Some people got poisoned now too, because of Ico. Ico did more burn stacks actually. That's always awesome for this team. Oh, frozen. But we're doing... Looks like we're doing a lot less damage. What's going on? That can't be because of Shea. I cut it. Guys, what's going on? It looked like we did it so much worse. Look at Naiz is surviving. Okay, we gotta give Freed a chance at 1100. Because remember when we switched him out, he was only level 900. Sometimes it's little differences like that. There's also a chance I just need to level up because of how far I've got in the tower. But we were so close that one time, eh? I think there's a formula out there where we get this for sure. Look at that. They've still got reduced healing thanks to Freed. Might be enough. Might be enough to just get them down. Come on, Tio. We need that special one more time. Look at that health. What? Yo, that was it. Look at that health from all the burn stacks. Oh my god. That is insane, actually. I told you at the start of this video it could get crazy. And that is exactly what I meant when I said that. Because, oh my god, for all of those stacks, she also got attack up. Because they can only leave a burn if they've entered a burn, you know what I mean? Holy. Did I skip the numbers? Why am I not looking at the numbers? We have to see the numbers, Mason. No, we're getting destroyed here. I take it back. We're not getting destroyed, but it's our tanks are tanking. That's what's happening. Oh, it's so over. Look at that. Look how much damage we took. Tio's healing is actually going crazy. And remember, she's only level 1300. They froze Naiz, but honestly, the best part about him is when he gets attacked and guards. And you can guard when you're frozen, so it doesn't matter. Miledi's dead again. She is a really good tank. I just haven't leveled her up. They're doing a lot of freezes, actually. Oh, but they're about to burn. They're all about to burn. And Tio's getting all her health back. Look at that health back. Holy. Wait. I think there's two reasons why that's happening. It's either when they die, they get all of their burn stacks instantly get activated, or someone's doing it here. There was an ability that does it. I don't remember if it's awakened or not. No, not that. Not that. Someone activates all the burn. at once. But who is that? Am I just missing it? Did we see it somewhere? And activate all burns instantly. I'm just going on a loop here. Someone does it. See, her awaken skill might be what I'm thinking of. All damage at once. But she's not awakened yet. So it can't possibly be that. So I think when they die, guys, that counts as their burn status being removed. And so every time you defeat an ally, Tio's health is going to go through the roof. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to get, because we're going so far in this. I think this team has huge potential, especially Awakened. You want to focus on Tio, then Naiz, and then Miledi, and then Laus, and then Freed, in that order. Or if Aiko is one of your favorite characters, you can do Aiko instead of Laus or Freed. In terms of like who to level up the most, you still need Laus. What, are we out of energy? I didn't even see why we lost it. Let's see what happens. So they've got Yui, Miledi, they've got Jose, Suzu, and that guy. So we are reducing Yui and Miledi's healing. Which is always good, but it might not be enough here. Dang, they got Tio. Right before all the burns would have went away too. No way I skipped the data. What is the issue? We're gonna see if Aiko's extra debuffs are what we need in this situation. Yeah, one of them's frozen. Does it feel like they hit so much harder when Aiko's on the team? Like the enemy people specifically. Yeah, I don't think Naiz can solo this, guys. You know. what can we do in this situation? I think I know. Remember I was telling you guys what order to level these guys up? We should make Miledi a higher level. And let me make sure they're gears properly. Ornish. Wolf cloak. I'm fine with that switch actually. Wait, do we have any magic affinity stuff we can do over here? Yeah, look guys, I've been leaving Teal on Magic Affinity 1. Like, I'm actually throwing here. Let's get her up as much as we can. It's not going to be that much, because I'm out of crystals. But we gave her a little extra health. At least. Wait a minute. Am I higher than level 1300? Nope. Everyone's gear is maxed out. Okay, let's do one more try. And then we're gonna call it, because this video's gotten pretty long. Wait, actually we're gonna check out the monster boss battle first. Before we call it here. But now Miledi should be able to tank a little bit more. Let's see if that is just enough. Looks like she's about to die here, actually. Oh, come on, Miledi. Come on, get a hit. Nice. Okay, we made it a bit further than usual. Let's see if Tio can finish it off. Not quite. We need those burn stacks to activate. Got a bit further, but I think it's just a matter of levels here now. We finally went as far as we can. Now let's see what's going on with this boss here. 106 million. Do it 3 times to check the average. Did even more 106 million that time. 116 million. Wait, I forgot to run the numbers. Oh, okay, that was the worst one yet. That's not very fair. Okay, Aiko does not belong in a boss battle. But you know who does? Shea. Shea definitely belongs in this boss battle here. Holy 10 mil extra right there. 118 on the low side. 133 now. 119. 114. We're still doing more than our highest with Aiko. 123. 121. Shea is doing huge damage. What? No, none of that's gonna help us. Alright. So that's the team for boss battling, is you put Shea in there. Alright guys, that is Burn Team. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next team list.